I want to start with a story. When we lived in Israel, we had two friends. Actually, we had more friends, but I want to talk about these two. For example, anybody here ever put a date on the calendar, Wednesday, I'm going to have a new idea. In fact, we're going to do it Wednesday at 10 a.m. I'm going to put it on my calendar. I'm going to have a great idea, after which I'm going to file a patent and start a company, but it's going to have to be Wednesday at 10 a.m. Doesn't work that way. I was interested. I was curious. I wanted to understand why it happened to me, because I felt, he was right. I mean, I was holding that marker and I thought to myself, why don't I put the camera in the pen? And that led to 4 years of development and over 10 million spent on the development of this product. Why did it happen? What made it happen? Was it really accidental? Was there absolutely no control? In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to take you through 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, that at the end yield ideas. I want you to throw the oranges so that they meet each other, they hit each other up there. At the count of 3, 1. At the count of 3, which comes after 2. 1, 2, 3. I think that by now, thank you very much for your participation. I think that by now I probably did this more than 100 times. I promise you, I have no idea what I'm going to do the first time that somebody actually hits this, but it never happens. In fact, if you only had 2 ideas, the probability of having a connection, there's only 1 chance of making a connection, and that's these 2. If you have 3 ideas, the probability of making a connection, there are 3 possibilities of 2 of them meeting. 4 would have 6 possibilities, and so on and so forth. It's actually n times n minus 1 divided by 2. You don't need to remember that. All you have to remember is that the more ideas that you have, the probability that 2 of them meet in the prefrontal cortex, in the medial prefrontal cortex, is higher. I could have spent all night at the office and not have an idea. So I'm doing that for about an hour and a half, and then he says, okay, we're done. Let's fly home. Pardon my language, but I have no freaking clue where I am right now. It's 99 miles. Now, I'm not complaining. I never complain. It's 1 hour, 40 minutes going up, 2 hours coming down. There's a bit of a traffic jam right before the Golden Gate Bridge. But you know what? I love that ride. I love driving up 280. And then the Golden Gate Bridge. Who has Golden Gate Bridge on their daily commute? Twice. And then wine country up Highway 101 and Highway 12 all the way to Santa Rosa. But you know something? That was a good time to think. Because after a while, when you drive, most of your driving is actually done on autopilot. So you're probably on cruise control, so you don't have to worry about speed. But everything else, you know how it is that you drive to work and all of a sudden you're at a certain point and you don't remember anything going from home to where you are now? It's because you're on autopilot. It's your brain at that time was on neutral. Relax in the shower. 4 steps. They're simple. Is there anything that I asked you to do today that is beyond your capabilities? The reason it happens in the shower is not because Americans spend 90% of their day in the shower. The reason it happens in the shower is because we are so in autopilot when we're in the shower that combinations just have to happen. You're going to increase the quantity and quality of your ideas. Thank you very much.